Hello again. We are going to try something different. I don't know what is going on. I think it's a Facebook thing. So I'm not quite sure how else to do this, but I didn't want to disappoint you guys. So I am going to try to do this the best I can. Always learning something new, right? All right, so we're going to be playing today with the let's see if I can figure out how to make this a little larger for me. Oh no, I need bigger, not smaller. Okay, hello. There we go. That's much better. Hello. So we are going to go ahead and get started on and try this again. So, hello, Barbara. So good to see you. And I was outside playing Bago. I don't know if you guys have that in where you live, but it's a beanbag game with my kids in the backyard. So I haven't had time to do the whole makeup thing, but hey, here we are. So we are going to try and do this best we can. So I am going to show you the stamp set we're working with today is the Witty-Cisms set. And that is $1 million set, and it's in the Occasions catalog. Very fun. Had some cute sayings like, welcome little one, relax and chinchilla out. Thank you very much. Taco Bot awesome. So we're going to use a few of these today. It has a really nice happy birthday one, and this is also one of the sets that's retiring soon in the before June. So in the month of May is the last time that we can order this set. So that's one thing that we're playing with. And then we're going to be playing with the See a Silhouette Designer Series paper. It's got lots of bright, fun patterns. It's got lots and lots of colors. So we have Blackberry Bliss, Crushed Curry, Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo. Oh, I love this. It's got leaf paper, these hexagons, herringbone pattern. These bright, colorful flowers, waves, oops, and a really nice kind of distressed mosaic almost looking. And the back side has lots of fun modeled, almost watercolor pigment sprinkle look to the back. So that's what we're playing with today. Those two items. So let's get started. We're going to have to do this a little bit differently since my overhead camera and Facebook don't seem to be playing well together, and nobody wants to look at a green video. So our first card is going to be a baby card. We're using oh goodness, now I totally blanked on the name with all the rigmarole of losing my Facebook. Let me get you the color here in a minute. Seaside Spray. All right, so we're using Seaside Spray, 5.5 by 8.5, and we're going to score that in half and fold it. Then we are taking a piece of the In Color, the 2019-2021 In Color in the Seaside Spray with the gingham. And we're going to cut a piece We're going to cut 1 inch off one end first. And we're going to put that on the inside of our card. Then we're going to take the rest of the 6x6 sheet and we're going to cut it at 4 by 5.5. Excuse me, 5 1/4. All right. Then we have a label that I cut from one of the retiring stitched labels. I'll get you the exact name here in a minute. It's from a slightly older set, but it has some really fabulous labels that are very useful. Stitch labels, exactly what it's called. So it has this larger sized frame that's about 3 1/4 by 2 3/4 inch. So we're going to use our take your pick tool. We're going to poke out all the little extras that didn't come out in the die cutting machine. If you haven't heard, Stampin' Up is coming out with a new die cutting machine sometime this year, and we're all looking forward to it. So should be very fun, and of course we'll let you know all about it once the time gets closer. Okay, so we have everything all taken out from our stitch label, the largest one. Then we're going to take a piece of Whisper White and we're going to put it on the inside of our card. It's just 4 by 5 1/4 inside your Seaside Spray. Then you're going to take your 1 inch piece that you trimmed and you're going to put that as a nice little border. Actually, on the back of the gingham is a little argyle pattern, which would also be very cute for a baby boy card. So you could actually use either side of this paper, either the gingham or the argyle for the baby boy card. That's what we're making, a welcome little baby boy card. So I'm going to put that on the inside of the card like that. Isn't that cute? Just adds a nice little touch to the inside. And we're going to mount our gingham onto the front of our paper. With a little Tombow liquid glue. Use our bone folder to get a nice crease. So there's the card front. And you're going to take your stitch label and you're going to mount it on dimensionals, which are hiding here somewhere. Hiding in plain sight. Here they are. I always use the edges of those Stampin' dimensionals because don't want to have those go to waste. So we're putting that on the front of the card. vertically like that. Right? Now we're going to take a scrap of Whisper White, and we're going to take the Welcome Little One stamp, and we're going to stamp it twice. We're going to stamp it on Whisper White, like that. And then we're going to trim that with our little mini trimmer. Everybody that was a new demo this year with Celebration got that as part of their starter kit. It's very handy to have on your desk. And you end up with a square that's 1 1/4 by 2 1/4. See, welcome little baby. Welcome little one, excuse me. Welcome little one. So you could make this for a shower, or you could make this for once the baby's born. So then you're going to take one of the little scraps that you had left over from your paper. And actually this time I think I'm going to use the Argyle side. And you want to stamp just the baby carriage. So you just don't have to ink up the whole stamp, just the middle piece. But all right. See? So then you just take your scissors and you fussy cut the little baby carriage, and then I cut around the wheels. But you can include them, whatever you like better. But I'm going to cut around the wheels, and I'm just going to fussy cut this real quick. You know, I love that Stampin' Up has so many great products, but then they retire them, and then you're like, but I haven't played with that set. So this is almost a fun time for me because I get to go back and play with all of my favorites. One more time. So I cut out the little baby carriage and cut out the wheels. Then I'm going to use mini dimensionals and put the carriage over the black and white stamped image. The mini dimensionals work great for this. And then I'm going to take a stamping blend, Dark Pottery Parade. You could use any red color. You could use Real Red or Cherry Cobbler, whatever red you have handy, but I'm going to use Poppy Parade for the little heart. See how cute that is? Oops, this way. Okay. Now we're just going to mount that directly onto our stitch label. And we have some Seaside Spray ribbon. This was actually in the holiday catalog, but it is continuing and it's returning in the new catalog. I got a sneak preview of the catalog is coming. So just make a little bow. I definitely have gotten better at making bows. The more cards I make, So it's just about practice, ladies. Don't be afraid to make bows. I do have a bow jig too. So I've been making cards this weekend for, I'm on a board for a social service agency here in Chicago, and they have a residential home for at-risk youth, and so I'm making cards for all the residential workers. Should have really asked how many people there were before I offered to it, because there's 200 people, so I'm almost done. So I've been making lots of bows, but I'm going to put my little bow right here on the bottom with some glue dots. Use my Take Your Pick tool. It's great, great handy tool to have. And there you have it. Little welcome, little one. Oops, this way better. Oh, there we go. Welcome, little one, and it is in Seaside Spray, but you could also do it in Rococo Rose for girl, or you could use Purple Posy for baby shower, or actually the Purple Posy would be cute for a girl too. It's a great color. So I made a Purple Posy card yesterday. So this is our first card. Next, we're going to do a fun card. All right, so we have this one. Next up, we're going to do some tacos. Yes, I know, it's not quite dinner time yet, but that's where we're headed. So, in this case, we're using the back of the hexagon paper. It's this fun pigment sprinkle in Daffodil Delight, Pacific Point, and Poppy Parade. I'm going to take this, I'm going to use this side. I'm going to mount it on 4 1/4 by 5, 4 by 5 1/4 inch white piece. Clean up here a little bit. Then we have a piece of Poppy Parade that is 2 1/4 by 5 1/4, and it is embossed with the Argyle pattern embossing folder. This is also, I believe, retiring in the new catalog. So it goes really well with that clubhouse paper, and it's really a nice masculine embossing folder. So it'd be a great one to have in your stash. So we're just going to add that to the front of our piece of Whisper White. And we're going to be using a black card base that is 4 1/4 by 11. All right, so I'm going to mount this. Before I mount it, I'm going to add some of the Poppy Parade woven texture ribbon to our Whisper White piece. Sorry, my phone is ringing and my son just answered the phone, so. So we add the Poppy Parade ribbon on the Poppy Parade Argyle embossed piece. Then we have a scrap of Daffodil Delight, which is this is the third largest scalloped oval and the third largest plain oval from the Layering Oval sets. And we're going to use this for our sentiment. We're going to do the Taco Bot Awesome stamp here. And I'm using Tuxedo Memento Black, which is kind of our go-to black ink. And especially works well with the blends. Don't like that too much. I'm going to try the other side, see how that works. Hey, Antonio, somebody was at the door, front door. Okay, that's much better. Look at that. Look at that cute little taco face. Isn't that adorable? Okay. So we're going to color this with some blends. We have Daffodil Delight, Light Poppy Parade, and we have some, the bronze. I think the bronze might be a little too dark, so I'm going to try that. A little scrap paper. We'll see about that. I might change my mind about the Poppy Parade, or the bronze. I think we might use light crumb cake. See how that looks for a taco shell. Actually, the bronze does work better. So we're going to use bronze to color our taco. And we blended it with a little of the dark daffodil. I like how that turned out. Isn't that cute? All right, so we're going to just mount that with some liquid adhesive. Isn't that cute? Ken was turning it the wrong way every time. And then I'm going to mount this on some Stamping Dimensionals. Put that on our card front. All right. Look at that. Isn't that fun? Talk about awesome. So, I love how that turned out. I actually think I'm going to change my mind a little bit. And instead of using the basic black card base, we're going to use the Daffodil Delight because I want to do a little stamping on the inside. So give me a second and I'll show you what I'm thinking here. So this is 5.5 by 8.5. Folded and scored in half. All right. And we are going to first clean our stamp. Then we're going to use our Stampin' Right marker in Crushed Curry, so slightly darker than the Daffodil Delight. And we're just going to color in the word awesome. Make sure that's nice and clean. So we're kind of doing like a Versamark look, but instead of using Versamark, we're using the Crushed Curry marker so that we can just do the word awesome. And we're going to stamp it a few times. I won't make you wait the whole time. But just so that you get an idea. See how cute is that, right? Who wouldn't love that? You could make this a happy birthday card. You could make this a congratulations card. They also have a cute, hold that up. A cute graduation hat. Oops, wrong side. There we go. Cute graduation hat. It says you did it, so you could do that on the inside. In fact, I think we will. Let's go ahead and add that. I have some graduation kids coming up that could use a little perking up from their kind of crazy end of school year nuttiness. So you did it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Isn't that great? So let's put the front on now. Using a little liquid glue here. Got a few layers going on. And here we go. This is our second card. So we're using the Witty-Cisms stamp set, the Sia Silhouette Designer Series paper, and the Stitched Labels dies. These are our two cards for today. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry about all the technical difficulties, and we will talk to you guys next Sunday. Have a great week. Stay healthy. Stay well. Thank you for showing up. Bye. Let's see if I can figure out how to save this.